Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Plays here with another episode on our Let's Play Minecraft Together Season 2 series on my channel. And look at this, I got some new armor, guys. It's all black. Just kidding, it's just the shaders. I guess it's a little bit dark in here, but yeah guys, so if you guys didn't see the last episode, make sure to go check it out because we ended up building this baby right here. So it's actually working just fine, guys. I ended up going and lighting. Oh, look, some horses. I think they just spawned too. I ended up lighting this area right here, at least close to the water, and then also went under and just went caving and just try to lit up like as many caves as possible. And I also ended up dying like 5 or 6 times, but we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, just to make it a little bit better, just to see if it would improve it. And to be honest, I don't know if it did or not, but it doesn't hurt to do all that, although it did take me quite a while to actually do it. So yeah guys, so I ended up AFKing a couple days or a couple nights more like it, so overnight, which was, I believe, 8 hours. I think it was 8 hours at a time, so 16 hours. And yeah, unfortunately it's not the greatest, but if I could do it here and there, guys, it might be worth it. So yeah, we ended up getting this much glowstone, as well as gunpowder, and then a bunch of redstone. The only thing that I ended up getting a bunch of was these guys, the sticks. Look at this, we ended up going over an actual double chest and even a little bit more. So I probably used 9 stacks to use for all the torches that you guys can see down there. So yeah, we got more sticks than anything. That's why, I guess that's why people use these for smelting, right? But to be honest, I don't think I'll be doing that, guys. But I got another thing that I wanted to mention. I also ended up getting a couple mods. One of them, it's, let me see if I can press the button, and it's working right now, but it's not really working. I'll show you guys in a little bit. Hopefully we're able to show that later on. But another one is here, guys. If we go into our ender chest, you guys can see the actual shulker box. It says left shift view content, so we press that. It lets us know what's in there. And yeah, so it's just gonna make it really efficient. It's just, I forgot what it was called. I think it was like a choker, I don't remember what the mod is, guys, but yeah, it allows us to view everything inside of it, which just makes it a little bit more helpful. All right guys, so I want to try something out. So if we grab a bottle of breath, let me see, we have one right here, and I just want to test something out really quick. We go in here and we get a gold block. Let's just say a gold block, and if we put them into our inventory like that, oh, we do have the mini blocks. Okay, they weren't kidding. Ah, so cool. Was that on the last season? Was that really on the last season? Is that how they were getting all their stuff? Oh man, if that's how they were getting their stuff, that's actually really cool. It's something that I wasn't aware of. So I asked in chat if we had mini blocks, just because in Hermitcraft that's something that they're doing. And then a talk replied by dragons have to breed on them, which I thought she was messing with me. I thought she was like just joking with me, right? So then yeah, they ended up telling me that you actually have to put a dragon's breath bottle with one of those, and that's how you're able to get these mini blocks, which actually are really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. And I remember in the last season, everybody was messing with these, and I just didn't know how to do it. But I guess that's something that people were aware of. All right, guys. So I guess let's actually go check out the shop and see if we have any orders in. All right, so we're here at the shop, and yeah, so I ended up getting this book, guys. The only reason that I noticed was because of the diamond block, but I ended up looking at it, and it's actually by Wilk. So keep debris. So I guess he wants us just to keep everything. I'm still gonna take stuff, and then if he wants it or not, it's up to him. And then yeah, so I might actually message him. He's not online right now, unfortunately. But yeah guys, we got in our first order, and yeah, it's actually really cool. So now let me add this to our diamonds, and now we're up to 29 diamond blocks, guys, which is quite a lot. So obviously I have a little bit more since last time, because I ended up coming over here and we ended up selling out our ancient debris on both chests again. So I ended up doing that as well, filling it back up, restocking it. We haven't sold any arrows since last time, since the last episode. That's one of those things that I thought was gonna sell a lot, but I guess people don't really like tip Theros. Another thing was these right here, these just never sell. So I don't know what to do, guys. I probably have to do something in order to sell more of these. But yeah, for right now, I don't know what to do. So actually, let me put the book in our server choker, and I need to remember to actually look at that book because it does update every, I don't know how often, but it does re-update. So let me actually put these back down here. And yeah, so I still have my shulkers, guys. I went home and then I came straight over here, so I didn't have enough time to actually get rid of them or put them where they go. But yeah, guys, so I'm not gonna be able to do that right now just because it is 9:40 p.m. my time, and the server actually resets at 10 p.m. So I'm not gonna be able to do the mining segment, but I do want to do it tonight. That way I could get it done and deliver it to him, and yeah, that way he could watch the episode and make sure that I did everything all right. All right, guys, so I'm here in the Nether, and as you guys can see, it is a little bit different just because like an hour ago, Glorf actually reset the Nether, the temporary Nether, that is, and yeah, we could get started. And yeah, so I do have my timer right here, 30 minutes. So this is for Wilk. And yeah, so it seems like people have already started their directions, and I guess it's my time to my turn to head over there. So I got my 30 minutes. Let me start the clock right now, and I'm actually going to give it obviously a little bit more time just because it took me a few seconds to get started. And yeah, guys, let's go. So I am going to keep all the blocks that I go through, and then I'm also going to branch mine. So the reason I'm doing this is just because it's an easier way to find ancient debris and all that items. Oh, and another thing is that I haven't started my replay mod, and if you guys notice, it's not showing the actual button to for the replay mod. It's not showing right there. Which kind of sucks, guys. At first I thought it took away, it was like glitching because of the other mods, but it seems to be working right there. And yeah, I guess let's actually get started. All right, guys, so there we go. Got my alarm set off, and yeah, so all right, Will, I love you, man, and I hate you. Look how many ancient debris we ended up finding, guys. And I also went through 2 picks, and this is what I ended up getting, which is quite a lot of stuff. He didn't specify that he wanted like stuff like this or other ores. So I think, wait, kind of see the roof a little bit, kind of cheaty. I think it's just some of the areas that are dug up. So now if I could go head out, so let me actually put everything in a shulker for him. So like I said, I kind of hate you, man, and I kind of love you at the same time. One, you let me know that this is not worth it for me. This is not worth it, man. Obviously I lose a lot. I lose more than I gain. So that's your shulker right there. Obviously you don't keep the shulker. The shulker's mine, but I will deliver the stuff. If you want, I'll even throw some extra bam netherrack in there for you. And yeah, so unfortunately, guys, we did lose. Oh yeah, and I'm also gonna give him the head just because it's in there. And actually I wanted to keep the head, but like I said, everything that I picked up was his, so I'm pretty sure that he's actually gonna like that as well. So yeah, this means, guys, that we're gonna have to change the book. I'm glad that we did it the first time, and nobody else actually did the books. Not more than one person is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna have to look at the book and try to re-strategize on what we want to do, because yeah, this is not worth it. From basically a chest, or not a chest, but a diamond block, if we were to sell everything, he would get basically a stack of diamonds. Yeah. I'm glad not a lot of people put in orders. All right, so I wasn't able to find Wilk's house or base. So I'm gonna have to bring it back here and let him know, guys. So let's see. Look, let's check it out what he ended up getting. So he ended up getting all this, and he ended up getting 28 ancient debris, guys. 28 ancient debris. So I ended up just taking everything out, and yeah, we're gonna have to rewrite the book. So what I need to do now is I need to go over here. I need to actually write down his name on the shulker box, but I'm also gonna mark down if he could leave the shulker box, because yeah, that's not part of it. Since I wasn't able to find his house, I can't technically deliver his items. So Wilk, and then I need wait before I do that, I think I ended up putting his stuff in here. There we go. I was looking for the book and I couldn't find it, but I guess it's this one. Wilk 03, keep debris. Alright, so I ended up coming up with thank you for taking part in my nether mining service. And for some reason I wasn't able to actually write in this area on like the first page. I don't know why now, but now it seems like I'm actually able to go down here. But whatever. But it says, after doing the 30-minute session, I realized I need to rethink my service. Feel free to check a sped up video of the gatherings on my Let's Play episode 10 YouTube Team Rocket Play. So yeah, thank you, Wook. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to actually find your base, man. I couldn't find it in the map, so yeah, I recommend you putting it up there. That way, just in case for another time, we're able to locate your base. And yeah, so let me just put that right there really quick. Let me put that in there. And I need to remember to actually write down to keep the return the shulker. So alright, so there we go, guys. So it's Wilco 3, please return shulker. So there we go. So Wilk, just in case he ever comes back and checks, actually let me put these. I had to kill some endermen over here because I needed the XP to name the shulker. So I'm just gonna put it in here. And yeah, so there we go. So hopefully he reads it. Actually, I'm just gonna set it inside the actual book. So sorry, Wilk, I'm actually gonna take some of this really quick, and then actually let me see if I can sign it. So sign, and then thank you. So there we go, it's the original. And yeah, so let me just put it in here. And yeah, so he ended up actually getting really good stuff. He ended up getting 1280, 128, 64, 28, 17, the book, and the one head. So Wilk, just in case you're watching this, my man, I didn't gather any of the other materials just because you didn't specify that you wanted them. All you did was just put down debris, so that's why I just went for the debris. But yeah, so thank you for actually taking part in my mining service. And yeah, we'll see if I need to rethink it and figure out a different way to doing it, because yeah, I think 30 minutes is actually a long time. I went through, I think, 2.5 picks, which is quite a lot of like blocks mined, right? So I need to really rethink. I might actually make it where instead of it's the 30 minutes, it's actually a total of just one pick like gone through, you know, like full capacity. So I think that's going to be a little bit better. And then I'll probably just not include also the mining, like all the other like minerals, or not minerals but ores and stuff like that. Like that's probably, it'd be better off just having it included in the actual mining service, right? But yeah, guys, so I think now we could head back home. All right, guys, unfortunately I haven't recorded in the past 3 or 4 days. I've been a little bit under the weather lately, guys, so I apologize for that. And it's just gone downhill from there. So I ended up losing all my footage for the replay mod. Unfortunately, and unfortunately, the server actually updated to 1.16.2 like a couple days ago. And I actually updated and everything, but at the time that I did that, I lost all my replay mod footage. Everything just got deleted. I don't know why. I can't even find it. It's not even in my recycle bin or anything. It just disappeared once I took the mod out, since I had to update the actual replay mod as well. So I ended up losing everything, including the mining service that we did for Wilk. I don't know why I didn't just record it and put it out instead of just having it there for later, because like I said, I haven't been feeling good, guys. So I wasn't like really working or doing anything. And yeah, unfortunately, Wilk, I'm sorry. I apologize, my man. I lost the footage for the actual recording, and it really sucks because it was there. You know what I mean? It was just a matter of me just going in there, going through it, and just like putting it out, right? Like actually rendering it out so I could put it on the video. But I decided to wait, since I was editing the video as I went, and I wasn't like at that part yet, so that's why I didn't do that. And then I lost like some other footage that I had working on my base, and it was just a lot of footage that I lost, guys, unfortunately, but I learned my lesson. If you guys are gonna update something like that, make sure that you guys take everything out before you actually do it, because yeah, you're gonna lose everything out. So and another thing was that we weren't able to use Optifine no more, since OptiFabric, the creator of OptiFabric, I can't even say that word, is not doing that anymore. So he's not updating the actual mod anymore. So that meant that I wasn't able to use my shaders and Optifine, and Minecraft doesn't look that good, guys, with without shaders or without Optifine in general. Everything looks really grainy, and it's just not that great. So I was really bummed out that I had to go through all that, but I ended up finding a video on YouTube where somebody mentions that somebody else updated the actual mod. So I did that, and yep, now we're here, guys. We're able to use Optifine. We're able to use our shaders, and everything looks better. I don't really care about the shaders. It's mostly just about like the game not looking all grainy, guys, because I would go over here, I would look that way, and everything would just look really grainy, and I don't like that, you know what I mean? Especially being in our base, and there's so many trees, everything wasn't looking that great, you know. Everything was so grainy, super grainy, and it was just kind of upsetting. But at least somebody was able to do that for us, and not for us in general, but you guys know what I mean, and update the actual mod. So that's pretty cool of them. And so unfortunately, yeah, I did lose all the footage for the replay mod, but I was able to get everything and update everything. But yeah, guys, so I did work a little bit on the book. I ended up actually finishing it. I actually have it on me. The new mining service. So thanks to Wook for a diamond block, I will mine in the nether for the durability of a netherite pick, while level 5 through 30 ancient debris levels. Please write down your preference on the blocks you want me to mine or keep as I go, as well as your gamer tag. Thank you. So I think this is gonna be a little bit better, guys, because yeah, as we learned with this one, yeah, it's not that great. And I ended up getting some more diamond ore. I think last time we ended up with like 20, so I ended up getting a stack and a little bit more. Which actually took me quite a long time. Like I said, I wasn't feeling well. I was a little bit ill. Right now I'm feeling a lot better, so that's why we have that. So I guess we could head over to the shop and switch it out. All right, so we're back here, guys, and Wilk actually ended up coming by. He was online, and I ended up messaging him, letting him know that I didn't know where his base was, but the book was, or the actual shulker was here. So yeah, there we go. Wasn't one of these his? No, I think I ended up giving that one back to him, right? So I'm just gonna leave those in there, and then just in case anybody yeah, that way somebody could order. So let me see. Oh, there we go, we did sell again. So this is the second time that we sell, guys. So before, like during the in the last couple of days, I ended up filling this completely with ancient debris. So basically 27 on each, 54 in total, and I ended up selling out, which we did again. So I think that's the only thing that's been selling, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to do something with those, like I mentioned before. But let's actually go up here and let's see how many diamonds we have so far, because like I said, we did sell some in between the clips. And there we go. So let me put that one in there. So look at this, guys, we're up to 47 diamond blocks. All right, guys, and we're back here, and yeah, everything looks way better with the Optifine. Shaders alone, obviously it's really good, but just Optifine in general, everything looks way better. So one of the things that actually I want to do right now, because we haven't really worked on here for I think a couple episodes already, I want to go into the actual I was gonna go into the actual river and dig down and basically fix it up and add gravel and stuff like that. But you know what, since I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with some of these areas, because like I said, I'm a terraform just like I'm doing over here, I kind of want to just work in this area and then leave the rivers for later. So I kind of want to work with this right here. So what I was planning on doing, so we come over here and look at this right here, I kind of want to do this where we make it into a like where it sticks out and then it goes down. And then I also want to go into the sides of the actual hills, and instead of leaving it like this where we have dirt, I actually want to go and add some grays, because something that I was looking at some pictures like in anime and all that kind of stuff, guys, where they have like a lot of landscape, a lot of the places that they have, just to give it a little bit more contrast. And I think it's gonna look a lot better instead of having the dirt like that. I'm actually gonna make it into like a stone, like concrete stone, not concrete, but just stone in general. So a lot of gray. So I wanted to add, for example, gravel and stone. Also like some andesite in there for texture and stuff like that instead of the actual dirt. So that's something that I wanted to try to do that way, to see if it would look a little bit better, and then just have the top as grass. That would just stand out a lot. So I kind of want to do that right here just to get an idea. Like over here, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna add like rocks, so it's gonna be different for this area right here. But for this one, I kind of want to make it sticking out like this. That way it has like a little overhang at the bottom, and obviously mess with the actual area a little bit. I don't want to take down the trees just yet, just because I like how they look up there, and it gives me an idea of how it's gonna be. And plus there's, yeah, there's a bee right there and I don't want them attacking me. There we go. So that's my little buddy up there. So yeah, so I want to do that right now just to get an idea of how it's gonna look, and if it's something I want to keep on doing. All right, there we go. So how do you guys like that? Obviously, like we can see the top right now, and then we're gonna have like more grass, depending, because it's not just gonna be flat like that. And we're gonna have the trees as well, so it's gonna kind of look like this. Right now that one's pretty flat, but I'm gonna keep it like that, guys, where it's like textured, and it's not just a straight wall, since yeah, that's not a thing. um but I kind of like it, guys. I kind of like the gray instead of having like the dirt on there. Like just having the gray right there for the actual walls, it'll stand out big time, especially having all the trees around. And then just the grass in general, everything's just gonna stand out a little bit more than it is right now, since everything kind of blends in, since they're all kind of like warm colors. Having like the actual dirt, the greens and the browns, they're all kind of like warm colors, and then you have like a really gray uh color right there, like a cool color. It's just gonna basically stand out even more and have everything stand out even more. So it's gonna complement each other, guys. So I think that's what I'm doing. So once I work on the actual stone, which I probably will do this episode, you know what I mean, that way we could get a little bit more done. But I think it's gonna look really, really nice. So I'm just gonna have this here as a little like example of what I want to do. So what I ended up doing was I used so I'm gonna have to go over there and get some more wool, but light gray wool. We got some gravel, we have andesite, so I might also include some polished andesite in there here and there, but these are the main colors that I'm using. And then I'm using just cobblestone in the bottom. This kind of makes it seem like it's basically rubble. That's basically where you'll find it. And yeah, so it makes it seem like it's broken down and at the bottom, and it adds a little bit more texture. I kind of like the cobblestone, because I was gonna integrate it into the actual wall, guys, but I don't know, it's gonna stand out too much. So I'll probably do it depending on the areas, like, you know, the ones that are tend to come down. But this is basically what I'll be doing with the dirt, guys. So just basically making a layout and then having like a little area and then just filling it out. So a lot of this is gonna be hollow in the inside, but it's just gonna work out overall, guys. So now I guess I could start working a little bit more on this general area as well as that. But I think I want to work on the waterfall right now, that way you guys can get an idea of what I want to do. And then here I'll just do a time lapse of me working on it, and yeah, it's gonna be all good. Alright, so after working on this area a little bit, guys, I realized that it's not gonna be that easy. So I wasn't able to fully do what I wanted to do. I tried the basalt, but it just stuck out too much. Oh, that almost jumped off. It just stuck out too much, guys. It didn't seem natural. It didn't seem right. I think the basalt looks better like in the bottom for like the actual riverbed, but not for that. So I ended up just switching it out, and then I have polished um andesite at the top. I got cobblestone, andesite, and then stone in the bottom. Just for this rocky surface right here, and then I feel like none of them really fit. Like I want one to be like the main block there, but it seems like none of them really fit, other than probably the andesite. But at the same time, like andesite is basically roughed up cobblestone stone, I mean. So and then obviously the polished andesite has like this block pattern to it, so that one's not gonna stay. I want something that's a little bit more rough. And then the cobblestone, I feel like that's always gonna end up being at the bottom, towards the bottom. It's kind of like the basalt, but just dry, right? So I don't know, guys. I'm having a lot of trouble with this. I might just work on it in between episodes and see if I could figure something out with that, but it's not working out the way I want it to be. And then just overall, I think it's just gonna take time to just carve out what I want to do with this area. Since yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time. I might just do it in dirt like I was thinking before, because right now this is not how it's gonna be, guys. This is just me trying to figure out how it's gonna look like and what I want. Right now it's just basically a wall going up, slowly going up, and yeah, so it's something that I need to work on. So I feel like the main block that I might be using is gonna be stone, and then I'll just do the same thing as over here, where integrate some of the other blocks into it and just make it that way and just keep it all stone like that, which I didn't want to do it. I kind of wanted to have it a little bit different on this area, but I feel like that's what we're gonna end up doing. So that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Plays out.